are going to talk about a story of an underdog, how a small startup back in 2014 made its mark in a world full of Samsungs and Apples. Yes, we are talking about OnePlus. Welcome to Business World. I'm your host Siddharth, and on today's edition of BW Tech Talks, we are talking to Mr. Navneet Nakra, Vice President and Chief Strategy Officer, OnePlus India. Welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you, Siddharth. Pleasure to be here. And my big hello to all your viewers and the entire business world community. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, sir. So let's start this conversation with the journey of OnePlus, right from OnePlus One being an invite-only device, which was very exclusive, flagship killer, and right now to OnePlus 8 and OnePlus Nord. How has the journey been in India, sir?
OnePlus began the journey in winter 2013, Siddharth, if you remember, with a very simple and a bold idea: make a better phone. And 5-6 months into the journey, when OnePlus was founded, it officially launched its debut model called the OnePlus One. That stayed true to our philosophy called never settle. And that is a core value that we have carried on all throughout, right from OnePlus One to the OnePlus 8 5G series and the OnePlus Nord that you spoke about. But shortly after its launch, OnePlus came to India, and we did our first invite-only or invite-based launch for the OnePlus One in 2014, exclusively on Amazon. While the initial target, I have to share with you, the initial target market for the company was evaluating and building North America and Europe. India happened by chance, and it was a fantastic response that we saw from our community, from our consumers, that today a close-knit bond of the 5 million strong consumers has inspired us to bring new products year after year. And whether it was OnePlus One or any of the devices that came in, our relationship with India has grown by leaps and bounds. Whether it's investments into R&D, whether it's making an effort to be close to our community, whether it's expanding our base and our retail channel, we are very, very happy to see this growth in India, and very thankful and grateful to our community, which is making us better every day. 2019, OnePlus emerged as the number one premium smartphone brand for the overall market with a 30% share. And in Q2 2020, we again emerged and retained the top spot in the premium smartphone market with a 29% market share, bolstered largely by the success of the OnePlus 8 series 5G phones, as well as the continued sale of the 7T series phone. And like you asked, this year, we've announced our revamped strategy to focus on creating a more premium, accessible, connected ecosystem for our users in India and globally. And that's going to allow us to bring much more superior technology experience to our users across price points.
So now you spoke about ecosystem, and big tech companies are all about ecosystems. Now you would tend to buy a phone, then you would tend to buy the TWS, then you would tend to buy other devices that work in tandem with the brand's products. So what is the strategy for OnePlus regarding building an ecosystem?
I think that's a great question. And what I would like to do, Siddharth, is take a step back. Last year, the group seniors got together and said, what do we want to be seen globally as a brand? And a couple of strategic imperatives were taken. Number one, Siddharth, the decision to focus on building an ecosystem of several products which are for consumers who have mobility and mobile connectivity on their mind. And number two, also to expand the price points that we are dealing in today. So Siddharth, you're aware, you've been using OnePlus for a while, that we've always been in the premium smartphone space. And we really felt that it is time for us to expand our user base and looking at users who can experience the OnePlus brand across price points. So keeping that in mind, our ecosystem strategy is coming out of this global strategy. How do we expand to more exciting products on the connectivity space, and how do we look at more accessible price points for users. So for us, ecosystem is this two-pronged strategy. So let me give you an example, Siddharth. Last year, we started the OnePlus TV segment, the smart TV segment, and it was really a first step to get into an ecosystem beyond the smartphones. And this year, we have gone deeper into that strategy, moving from a premium smart TV, which was the Q1, Q1 Pro series, if you remember, to coming to the U and Y series, which is the accessible yet premium segment. Now, our thought process is the ecosystem play for us is really looking at the 4 connected zones in a person's daily life. One is the person itself, so whether it's your phone or whether it's the wearables, which are crucial for a consumer. The second is looking at the ecosystem around your home with the family. Third is the ecosystem around the office. And interestingly, the fourth ecosystem, which I'm sure you'll be happy to hear, is the ecosystem around the car or your automobile. So Siddharth, for us, these 4 connected zones in a person's digital life is something that we are targeting. And our aim is to build a truly connected experience where these 4 zones are interconnected and interact with each other seamlessly. Creating this ecosystem is our ultimate goal. At the same time, when we are developing this ecosystem of great products for consumers' digital life, we want to be true to our spirit of never settle, to have a seamless, and really burdenless experience going to our consumers and community. So that's what we're trying to do, building this ecosystem like you asked.
So now, staying on the point of ecosystem, OnePlus launched a television, smart television. So I wanted to know how the response was to the television series. That is one. And 2, why a television first? Why not a wearable or a different form factor device like a tablet maybe?
For us, building a connect with the consumers at the place of entertainment with their family is a very important aspect of how we grow this ecosystem. And therefore, it was a very conscious choice of looking at building the ecosystem around the television. So Siddharth, like I mentioned earlier, the Q1 Pro was our first foray last year in the premium segment, and we saw great response. And in 2020, we decided to move to the series, which is bringing a more accessible premium price point, which is the 43-inch TV or even the new 55-inch TV, but also looking at a starter TV segment, which is even more accessible price point of the 32-inch. Siddharth, we believe there are more and more consumers who are going to upgrade to a smart TV at their home, but there are going to be a lot of consumers who are going to purchase their first smart TV, especially in the younger cohort. So the reason we got into the TV segment is to bring the power of OnePlus, that burdenless experience, to this very large set of community in India. And very happy to share with you that our smart TVs, the U and Y series, became the fastest selling TVs on the limited sale that Amazon did. We are seeing tremendous response across all our consumers, and it is reaffirming our faith that consumers do want to be connected with the device which is in their palm, as well as a great device which is in their home. The 32-inch TV also is a great companion if you are a great gamer, right? So it brings that smart TV experience as you're using your phone and as you're gaming on not a very large but a decently sized screen. So that was the answer, I would say, why we got in the smart TV. To your other questions on devices for the individual, whether they are wearables or tablets, I think there's a lot of deliberation happening within our teams in terms of the next set of cool devices which will come in. And I can only tell you that as time progresses, you'll be happy to hear, you and your viewers will be happy to hear about some of the other cool products and devices which are coming in.
Absolutely, sir. Now let's get on to OnePlus Nord. Now, OnePlus Nord is a very peculiar device. There was something, there was a OnePlus X earlier. Now, there's a big fan following for OnePlus, that is one. And then there is, since phones are just becoming larger and larger, So people would actually want a smaller device with flagship level specs or high quality small device. But at the same time, this particular segment is very price sensitive, and there are a lot of players in this particular segment. So what is your strategy with OnePlus Nord, and are we going to see more iterations in this segment from OnePlus in the future? OnePlus Nord T maybe, or something?
So Siddharth, for us at OnePlus, product strategy and development is always driven by the needs of the user community. In the last 6 years, if you observe, we have focused on providing leading technology to users who seek out the best and the latest technology at a phenomenal price point with us. We also observed that there is a steady growth of users who are looking at the same high quality essential technology but at a more accessible price point. And eventually, when we look at the frustrations of users in India, they're always looking at phenomenal burdenless experience, a great design, but they're also looking at technology around camera and battery which works. The story for us for the OnePlus Nord is exactly that. This device caters to that essential smartphone need: great camera, smooth experience, better battery in the mid-range segment. And given the demand that we're seeing from the community for the affordable product, we hope to capture a sizable chunk of this mid-range smartphone market. Now, the decision to launch was also in line with our OnePlus global strategy, that we bring something to the market which helps us or helps our consumers experience a great brand at a phenomenal price. In India, Siddharth, there are a lot of conscious mobile storytellers and mobile purchasers, and that's where they wanted OnePlus to bring that same experience. So in a nutshell, we wanted to bring not only a great device, but also at an accessible and affordable premium price point, which gets them to experience. And at this stage, it is too soon for me to comment on future product launches or variants. But as we continue to expand and deliberate on our business strategy for more sustainable growth, I'm sure there'll be the right effort being put in to create the best experiences for our users, not only in the OnePlus Nord, but also in the flagship series.
So now a tricky question. We're going to talk about China. So there is an anti-China sentiment because of geopolitical issues. But at the same time, the government is pushing Atmanirbhar Bharat, which means self-reliance. And at the same time, government is also pushing the mobile sector with PLI schemes and everything. So I would like to know what is OnePlus India's strategy, India strategy? What is your plan for India?
Sure. So, Siddharth, socio-political factors are always affecting those around us. And as a brand, we have always preferred to speak with our product. We have always been and will continue to focus on creating the best products out there. And our hope, honestly, is that our products speak for us. On the matter for India, India is a very key market for us. Ever since our entry in 2014, we have committed more resources, we have committed more talent, and we are committed to a higher growth in India for many years. To give you a few indications, over the years, we have worked hard to strengthen our manufacturing capabilities in line with the Make in India initiative by the Government of India. We've begun the R&D operations, which was launched last year. Our R&D center was launched last year in Hyderabad. And we made an investment of over 1,000 crores for the next 3 years in the R&D efforts. It's a matter of great pride that we are seeing the R&D center in India to be leading the charge for every major software product development. In fact, the OnePlus 8 series 5G, the OnePlus Nord phones, everything with respect to the design, a large portion of the development has happened with the India R&D team. And the community, the team also works with our community closely to see this feedback integrated in the final product. At present, we have over 300 employees in the R&D team, and we are hoping to double that number in the coming months. I'm also happy to share with you that OnePlus runs a very unique graduate trainee program and a graduate hire program. And this year, we have hired 70 plus graduates from the top universities like the IITs, the NITs across India through our campus placement efforts to foster local talent for the long-term growth. For us, commitment to India is a given. The way we are going to expand in India, whether it's manufacturing, R&D, better distribution, is something that we are extremely committed to, and something that in the years to come, you will see even more effort coming from OnePlus into India.
So now we are all under this pandemic. The whole world is under this pandemic. And during this pandemic, we've learned work from home, learning from home, gaming from home. But at the same time, for all these three, we need technology devices. And being a technology major, how were you reaching out to your customers during the lockdown? For sales, maybe for after sales support or anything? How were you reaching out to your customers? That is one. And what kind of challenges did you face with the lockdowns in different states, independently, supply chain issues? What were the challenges there?
I think first and foremost, these are truly testing times for all of us in the community as a country, and we are extremely mindful and respectful of all the government initiatives which are being done, and we are following them to the T. Safety and health of our employees, of our community, customers, our business partners is extremely crucial. But at the same time, from a community perspective, like you've said, this is a time where technology is becoming essential to their professional lives. For students who are learning and getting educated at home, having the power of a great technology is even more pronounced right now than ever before. Now, OnePlus has always been a digital-first brand, and we have served our consumers in, I would say, very, very unique, innovative ways. Today, when we look at the online content consumption, it requires that there's a great device with the camera, the battery, the audio video works beautifully. And many of our outreach programs are essentially looking at the power of digital outreach, moving out and reaching out to these customers. Having said that, we've taken our time to research, understand, and analyze these patterns in consumption and identify relevant channels such as search or social media, which allow for us to effectively communicate to our consumers and our target audience. As a brand with very close ties to our community, our main priority is to remain closely connected with them. I'll talk about some of the recent initiatives, Siddharth, where we have used Digital Connect even better. And I'm very happy to share that our most recent initiative that we undertook was the launch of our OnePlus documentary called United by Hope. This is produced in collaboration with Vice Media, and the film captured the lives of 12 individuals from different walks of life, ranging from artists to sportsmen to gamers to frontline members. And it has documented how various individuals are dealing with this pandemic in their community across the globe, and highlighting their phenomenal contribution, along with the discovery of one's deeper and inner self. Shot on OnePlus initiative, this film is an ode to each of our community members who are working tirelessly behind the scenes, and we certainly hope it's an ode to each of them. Apart from that, Siddharth, each of our launches, and if you remember, OnePlus has been very popular in terms of the on-ground pop-ups and the launches that we've done. But this year, our launches have taken a very, very digital-first approach, in line with obviously the current scenario. For the OnePlus 8 Series 5G launch, we did a phenomenal, I would say, online launch which saw great response. With the OnePlus Nord launch, which happened a couple of weeks ago, we became the host of the world's first AR smartphone launch, and it saw over 6 million views, over 620,000 concurrent viewers, and our online pop-up event actually saw over 30,000 participants. Similarly, we did a great community engagement event called the OnePlus Dominate. This was a unique gaming tournament where we got pro gamers and Indian cricketers competing with each other in a one of its kind event. I'm very happy to share with you our engagement was over 8 million users with impressions of a staggering 140 million community members and I would say viewers across India and hopefully across the world. Last but not the least, we launched the Red Cable Club initiative last year in December. Very happy to share that today we are over 1.5 million strong users. And for these Red Cable Club or RCC members, we saw a Summer of OnePlus campaign where we gave them access to special activities, first-hand news and sales announcements, exclusive updates. We had fun contests, digital contests for them. And some of these engagements coupled with simple engagement campaigns like OnePlus, Shot on OnePlus Indoor Photography Contest really amplified our connect to the users in a digital manner. Last but not the least, our new range of smart TVs also hosted a digital launch event, and we are using every opportunity to engage with these consumers. In fact, for our smart TVs post the launch, we introduced a unique AR-driven smart home demo activity, which actually allowed users to experience how the smart TVs would look and feel and really help them or aid them in the decision to buy the new TV. So these are some of the initiatives that we have done to be in touch with the community. Obviously, we are cognizant that this pandemic is going to stretch out a bit, and that's why the teams are working tirelessly to ensure that the community engagement continues to be very high.
I wanted to address something on Oxygen OS. Now, it started with Cyanogen, but then it came down to Oxygen. Now, Oxygen OS is a very great operating system. OnePlus has done a lot of work on it. And ideally, in a mobile phone, apart from the hardware, the camera, the screen, the everything, the software experience is very important.
True.
I mean, people don't switch from one phone to one brand to another brand because of the software experience, because people are used to it, because people know where to go for what. And the Oxygen OS, along with each iteration of a product from 6 to 7 to 8, Oxygen OS has gradually even developed, and there is no niggles there. It is a very smooth product. It's a very finished product. So how important is Oxygen OS for OnePlus apart from the phones?
No, that's a great question, Siddharth, and I think let me break this up into two parts. First, what is our aspiration when we want to serve consumers, not only in India but globally? Our first aspiration is to give consumers an experience which is truly exceptional. When we look at what consumers are looking at a phone, they are of course looking at great hardware specs, camera, design, screen, ability to use and feel a phenomenal design in your hand. But that only brings the consumer so much closer to us. What binds the consumer experience beautifully, like you've said, is the ease of Oxygen OS. So for us, Siddharth, like you've pointed out, Oxygen OS and investing into the core, I would say, nuts and bolts of this piece is crucial. Our teams, whether in India or any other part of the world which are working on the R&D effort, are ensuring that Oxygen OS is seamless. The second piece, Siddharth, of the Oxygen OS is making the experience burdenless. You, as a company, you need to look at what the consumer is getting frustrated about. If there are just too many, I would say, items on the phone which are slowing down performance, even that microsecond or a millisecond performance issue really irks consumers who are using this as a productivity device today, or as a learning device today, or as an entertainment device. So our constant effort is to connect with the consumer on Oxygen OS. So the initiative that I spoke about, OnePlus Ideas, which was launched in March this year, is actually to bring our product R&D technology teams who typically work behind the scenes, bring them closer to community feedback, specifically on Oxygen OS. So you are spot on. Our belief is as we progress in this journey, the hardware as well as the OS side of things, or the things which are behind or inside the hardware, continue to be invested in, and that's where we continue to be invested in.
Okay, sir. One quick question on the OnePlus brand, Never Settle. So, what does the brand signify? What does the brand stand for?
All right, Siddharth, ever since we started, the team which set up OnePlus believed that the journey to perfection is a continuous journey. And we do not want to settle either on our laurels. We don't want to settle on old technology. We don't want to settle on an okay consumer experience. The journey of never settle means it's a path to perfection, of becoming better day after day, year after year, product after product. This will require definitely more than a couple of minutes for me to explain, but the sentiment that I'll leave with you is each of us in the OnePlus family, each of us in the OnePlus community truly believe in the never settle spirit, so that we demand the best out of ourselves towards our work, and we give the best to our community and our consumers when it comes to great consumer experience and not just great product experience. So that in a nutshell is what our never settle philosophy is, working on that path of perfection and becoming better as we continue this journey.
Great, sir. So now, my last question. What is the next big thing that we can expect from OnePlus?
Well, Siddharth, that's a trap question. You know, I'm not supposed to or not allowed to talk about some of the cool stuff that we're doing. But I'll leave you with this thought. As a company which is growing rapidly, we are always looking at opportunities to fuel our growth and meet the needs of more and more users worldwide, not just India. I'm confident to share with you that we're working on some very exciting products to cater the ever-evolving OnePlus community. And I would request you and our beloved business world users and viewers to stay tuned on our official updates to see more and more information and exciting product and service launches which are coming our way. But you can be rest assured that there'll be pretty exciting ones coming this year and in many years to come.
Great, sir. It was great talking to you. I wish you all the best for your new products and stay
safe.
Thank you for that.
Thank you once again. It was great interacting with you. A big hello to our viewers and fans at Business World, and certainly hope that we connect soon. Thank you and take care.